Hello everybody, welcome to the Uganda podcast, the one you guys have been all waiting for. Sorry it took a bit of time, but just before we start, I have a few notices. Drew has a few notices to give out.
Don't forget, guys, about the winter show. It's going to be exactly like the big show. Don't forget to collect your tickets at student reception. It's going to be as big and as better as the big show. And don't forget, we have the food bank. We want as many donations as we can get. We have our donation stall near the Globe, so don't forget to donate.
So thank you, Drew, for letting everybody know about that. So guys, watch the podcast.
We are here today at the PMM school in Jinja, Uganda. Jinja is one of the new cities in Uganda. And what we're doing here at PMM school is starting the first leg of the collaboration between the PMM school, girls' school, which was founded by the Madwani family many years ago. You'll all have to do your research on that. And with the Judgemeadow School, one of the top schools in the city of Leicester. So this collaboration will benefit both sides. They will learn about each other and they will help each other in many areas of development. So I'm going to pass it over to the students here at the PMM and also to the students at Judgemeadow. So guys, go for it and make a difference to the world. That's what you're going to do. Okay?
Cool. Thank you very much.
So take it away.
Yeah. So I'll start off by introducing myself. My name is Dhruv Solanki, and I am one of the Year 11 students here at Judgemeadow Community College. We're in Leicester, in England. So this is my partner Hibah, and I'll let her introduce herself.
Hi guys, I'm Hibah, and I'm a Year 8 student here at Judgemeadow. And we want to know a bit more about you guys. What's your guys' names and where and how long, what year you guys are in, and just everything about you guys.
Okay, so hello. My name is Nyai Priksha. I'm in S1. So as you guys know that this is PMM in Uganda, Jinja. So this is all about me. And let her introduce herself. My name is Bhagavati Trivedi, Senior 5. Privileged to be the president of this club. My name is Nakazwa Priscilla, Senior 5, and I'm one of the advisors of the club.
Hi, my name is Zainab Dahir. I'm in Senior 5, and I really like physics. I do physics and math. Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you too. Yeah, so actually, I know England, Uganda, I've actually got some heritage in East Africa as well. So my grandma, she was actually born in East Africa. She was born in Kenya, and she moved to Uganda for a bit before she came to England. So me personally, that's a place I'd love to visit, Uganda. So more about the school side of things. Tell us what kind of things you get up to at school. What subject? I know one of your students did mention what subjects they study. So what subjects do you three study then?
Let me reintroduce myself. You can call me Trivedi. The subjects that I study, I major in sciences, so biology, chemistry, mathematics, then ICT as a subsidiary.
And then we have the art subjects. We have history, entrepreneurship, economics, divinity, and art. And as for me, I'm doing history, entrepreneurship, art, ICT as a subsidiary.
Now that we've told you about our side, what kind of subjects does your school offer? What kind of subjects do you guys like?
So our school here at Judgemeadow, there's a range of different subjects to learn. We have drama, we have art, we have science, music, computing. We have so many. But my personal favorites would have to be drama, computing, and English. I love those 3 subjects.
So here at Judgemeadow, I'm a student in Year 11, which means I'm in my last year. So last year here in England, in Year 11 means GCSE year. So obviously, in a couple of months' time, I'd be sitting all my exams. And as Hibah mentioned, all our subjects we offer, I'd probably have to say that my favourite subjects are probably history and let's go history and English. History because a lot of people have the thought that history only teaches you about what has happened in the past. But actually history, especially the exam board we study, history teaches you a lot more than what history is actually all about. It teaches you so many different skills about analyzing, especially how you got social media and especially our generation upcoming in the media. We really look at social media aspect and how we analyze what's different from fake news to real news. And obviously in our generation, we have a lot of news that can be misinterpreted in a lot of ways. And actually here in Leicester, I am part of the Leicestershire Police. So our police force here in Leicester, I work for. So in the police cadet, so that's my job title. I'm a junior police cadet officer, and I work in the community, talking to various people of our community. So many different religions, many different faiths, many different ethnicities. So it's really good to talk to different ethnicities and talk to different religions about their upbringing in Leicester or wherever they're from. And especially, as you know, that Leicester for many, many decades now has been a hotspot for migration. So a lot of people from so many different parts of the world move to Leicester and move to England as a whole. So yes, what we learn here at school, here at Judgemeadow, really helps us as students to progress in the outside of school world.
Yeah, Judgemeadow gives us a lot of opportunities. For me, for example, I'm one of the main podcast leaders here at Judgemeadow. Me and Mr. Chowdhury started it off, and it's gone amazing. And now we're talking to you guys, exploring different things, trying Zoom calls. We got people from the community coming in. We got more people joined in our team now, and it's just been an amazing experience. And I think, like Drew said, he's obviously experienced the police cadets outside of school, but inside of school we've gotten great opportunities like the podcast.
What Hibah's trying to say is that she's my boss. I've got to be careful. I've got to listen to Hibah.
Definitely. And do you guys make sure you guys watch our podcast at Judgemeadow on our YouTube channel. You'll see me, Andrew. But yeah, make sure you guys watch it. We talk about a lot of stuff that happens here, a lot about different people with different experiences in the community. We had the pharmacist come in. We had someone who owns a shop, a very popular shop on Evington Road here, come in and talk about his, and then we got special offers and stuff. So a lot of stuff happens, and I feel amazing that I can take part in it.
100%.
So what about your guys' school? Can you tell us a bit more about what's happening over there?
So our school was founded in 1958 by the Madvanis, but our foundation stone was laid by Lady Crawford, the wife to the colonial master by then, the protectorate missionary. So PMM is a school for only girls. It raises girl children into responsible women in the community. And we've been living since 1958. And by 1972, when the president told the Asians to go back to their countries, the school went under government. So it's now a government school, part of it, because when the Indians came back, it was given back to the Madvani. So in some ways, the government helps the school, and some part is for the Madvani group. And our activities in school have different clubs: Interact Club, the Debate Club, Environment Club, Writers Club, and all those clubs help nurture the girls into responsible citizens, in that by the time they leave PMM Girls School, they know a lot on how to cooperate with others. Like our ICT club, we want to make sure that we integrate ICT in all fields in our school, so that by the time we move out of school, the world is all about technology. We know how to use ICT to help each other.
Yeah, and I think that's the point of this collaboration. We're already looking forward to this. We want to expose the girl child to the outside world, and we're already looking forward to knowing more about you guys.
100%. Yeah, I think that's a really good way of looking at it, actually. So, as you mentioned, I think our collaboration will really open, as Zed mentioned earlier, that our collaboration really open to not just our community, not just your community. It'll open, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that our knowledge kind of opens up to the wider world if we may say so. So yeah, Hibah's got a question.
So I want to know, well, we want to know, how is Zed's project with the whole Uganda 50 years helping your guys' school and helping your experience in school?
It definitely gives us the opportunity to look back into our family history, because yeah, some of our family members, the ancestors, were here by that time, and then they got to sort of share their experiences of how exactly it was actually very, very difficult time for them. So readjusting to that and learning to appreciate stability while it lasts. I think that's something very important.
Well, do you guys have any questions for us that you guys would like to know?
Yeah, we would like to know about like maybe your hobbies or maybe your future careers. What are the things that you'd love to do?
Yes, as I mentioned earlier, my work with Leicestershire Police here in England has really excelled me to become the person I am today. And I'd be lying if I didn't say it. So Judgemeadow offers a really, really wide range of opportunities for us. So does your school as well. But for my future career and my hobbies, it's mostly all towards helping people. And from a really young age, I've always kind of got that sense of satisfaction and sense of accomplishment when I've kind of realized I've really helped someone. So that's why my future career, I want to go into the police and not just stay at the bottom level, but work my way up. And as we're part of ethnic minorities, it really holds a special place in my heart to work up the ladder and become some of the first British Asian male, British Asian females leading Leicestershire Police. So hopefully, fingers crossed, in about 15 to 20 years' time or earlier even, that'd be something I'm personally looking forward to.
Definitely. With me, I'm still in a very lower year. Only in year 8, but I have thought about some stuff, and I'm really happy I got this opportunity with the podcast. So I think definitely in the future I'll look more into the media side of stuff, because I really do enjoy the whole with the TV and being on shows and everything. So definitely I'll go more for the media side or the technology side, definitely. Do you guys have anything else? But any other questions for us?
We would love to know about the activities in your ICT club.
In our ICT
and how
classes.
you do it.
So we do a various amount of stuff in ICT. We do Inkscape, we do make leaflets, we make posters.
Well, I'll be honest with you, I'm not a GCSE ICT student, so I don't know much. But what I do know is that Mr. Bowler, one of our ICT teachers, he offers a coding club and a coding coding lessons. And actually, Mr. Bowler himself, one of our teachers here at Judgemeadow, is working closely with students in Uganda to offer them coding lessons. And here at ICT, a lot of students love ICT. Just as yourselves, ICT is a very, very popular subject here at Judgemeadow. So I think what it is that the uprise of technology and uprise of social media, I think that's what students really enjoy about social media and ICT. So why do you guys really like ICT? That's a question I have.
I personally, the reason why I'm in this ICT club is because I'm into graphics design. And I really like UX, UI design, anything to do with brand identity, design logos, and all. And recently, I was really getting into AI-generated digital art, and that is the main reason why I'm in this club.
As for me, I want to be a software designer. So I feel ICT is a foundation for me, because we're in the ICT club, they're teaching us how to design websites. And if time goes on, I'll join a school that will teach me coding and so that I can be able to generate my own software.
So like one, I'm in ICT because I want to do for software engineer, and this new generation just works on computers, technologies. That's why the main reason that's why I'm in ICT.
I think in short, there is no way of looking at the future without including the picture of computer, technology, it's constantly advancing. So I think it's to someone's benefit to be well grounded. I mean, someone who knows computer is more desirable. You're more flexible, and computer knowledge is very adaptable. You can customize it depending on the field that you choose to specialize in, or whether that be in daily life as well.
That's really well put, actually. I don't think I could put it better myself. Have you guys got any other questions to ask us?
No?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
So, hypothetically speaking, if you guys could change one thing about your education system, what would it be?
It's difficult.
That's a really tough question.
A really tough question. Gotta think about that one.
One thing we could change about our education system. Ooh. You know what? One thing I would say is that here in England, the way the education system works is that it's very progressive.
It's very
So
definitely.
obviously you start off like this is pretty much the same everywhere. You start off at a low level and you work your way up.
Yeah.
But the thing is, a lot of people have an idea that not everyone gets the same opportunities. But especially Judgemeadow is one of the, well, in my opinion, the other schools I've seen around Leicester and Leicestershire, because I've been to quite a few schools and visited quite a few schools and seen a lot of schools and how they work. Comparing it to Judgemeadow is that I don't feel that all the students get the same opportunities. I reckon I see that only certain amount of students get the opportunities that all of us here at Judgemeadow get. So a lot of schools aren't very fair the way they hand out their opportunities.
Yes.
Because they don't really support their students in the students coming up to the teachers. I want to have this. I want to have this. So let's take Hibah, for example. Hibah and Mr. Chowdhury, they worked really hard in starting the podcast. And if they didn't put the effort in, if they didn't say, you know what, we really are enthusiastic about it, it would have never happened. And what we're doing now, it would have never happened. So obviously hats off to Mr. Chowdhury, hats off to Hibah for starting the idea, but that's only one of the ideas at Judgemeadow. So overall, one thing I would change about our education system is to be very fair in handing out the opportunities to students, not to kind of ramp it all up and focus on one particular group of students.
And adding on to what Drew said, with the whole opportunities, in Judgemeadow, we gave everybody an opportunity to be part of the podcast team. We never handpicked children. People came to us and they said, no, sir, we want to be part of the podcast team. And we interviewed them. They were amazing. And this is why Drew's sitting with us right now.
Yeah, that's true. Speaking about opportunities, it is true. It's very unfair. And that would be the same issue for us. We really love the girls out here in PMM to really get a chance, maybe to be able to compete at least with people outside, to be able to share their story at least. So that is one thing that I would change actually about this education system. Give people a chance.
Yes. I think that's a really big point that Drew had made.
Yeah.
Opportunities and making everything fair.
We shall keep in touch.
Definitely.
I actually came across you guys' YouTube channel and I saw the Culture Day clip. It was amazing. Yeah, it was really beautiful and well represented. All the teeny tiny communities well represented. But what I want to know is, do you guys get detention?
I think you're here to expose us.
Obviously there is a detention system in our school. Like obviously all schools have it. It's mainly because of the discipline that our school needs. Obviously I don't really get detentions on a regular basis. Here and there, maybe once or twice, but not always. I'm always on my best behavior.
I wish I could be the same as Hibah, but anyway, scaling away from that part, actually, here at Judgemeadow, we have a expectation, and we have to be there to meet those expectations. And if
Yes.
obviously we want to be, and we are, the best school here in Leicester, right?
Definitely.
So to be able to be the best school in Leicester, we can't get away with everything.
Mhm.
So we have to meet those expectations we have from Mr. Smith, from all our teachers at school. And if we don't meet them expectations, we have to meet them consequence and ready to meet the consequences. So yes, we do have a detention system. Whereas having a detention system, we also have a reward system. So don't forget that. You could be as bad as you want, but as well as you could be as good as you want. Always remember that. So moral of the day, don't be bad, always be good. Make sure you're good overweighs your bad. That's all I can say.
So guys, as you can see, we had to cut off the podcast a bit shorter because of some technical issues on their side and our side. But we do really hope you guys enjoyed this podcast because it took a lot of time and effort from us and the kids in Uganda.
Thank you very much, guys, for watching, and have a great weekend. Also, we're very, very appreciative of the school in Uganda, and also the work Zed's been doing as well. So once again, guys, thank you very much for listening, and have a great day.